a level 2 and a level 3 version of their characters.
Somewhere, yes. I started filling this out. I just gotta remember where I put it. Nobody else said anything.
Because it's only you.
I figure it's one of those things that you only speak up if there's something wrong.
And I know Kel has his already set, and he's AFK right now.
Hell, Barn Gear, I've got mine planned out to level 12.
That's because you're kind of obsessive about this, dear.
So it's burnt.
No point, just making a general observation.
It's my last weekend of freedom. I'm gonna go back to work.
I am back to normal. This was a hard Friday because I actually had to go to work today. This is the first Friday I've had to work in like a month.
I thought you liked hard Fridays, Sala.
I don't like it when our high today was 6.
Yeah, the high today was 64. It was freaking cold. I had my beanie on and everything.
My boyfriend has he has a collection of hats to stay warm. He's got his house hat, he's got his car hat, he's got his work hat, and then he also has a collection of sweaters because he's turning into a tiny old frail man.
I got my got my sweatpants and my unicorn slippers on now.
Stylin'.
Well, it's wintertime in
I'm
Arizona,
back.
man.
We were supposed to have snow this weekend, but apparently we're just going to have rain instead.
And I haven't heard Anno say anything the entire time.
Oh, he was here way before you.
I know, but he isn't saying anything now, so I'm wondering if he didn't ninja.
No, he's just ignoring you because he's mad that you were late.
Oh, I highly doubt that.
A Wendigo got him.
That or he's just token up before the game.
Could be token with a Wendigo.
They are wind spirit.
Of course, increasing a Wendigo's appetite probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah, you don't want to win to go with the munchies.
And we're back.
We were just talking about you.
I'm not surprised you all bunch of shit-talking motherfuckers when I ain't around.
We're deciding that you were AFK because you were toking up with a Wendigo.
You know, would not be the first time.
Is that some
As
kind
one
of-
does.
I'm not familiar with that beast.
A Wendigo is a Native American myth that's basically an evil spirit that infests a person and turns them into a raving cannibal.
In frozen environments. It's a cold weather wind spirit.
That's probably why I don't know much about it living in the
Nothing.
desert.
Yeah,
though.
just fucking weed.
And there actually is, in Pathfinder, a great old one, I believe, who is basically the god of Wendigos.
Snazzy.
Yeah, here we just got Chupacabra.
Mexico.
The shit's real, dude.
Shit's
I
real,
saw
dude.
it.
I
I
saw
saw
it.
it at the desert, man. I saw it. Okay, I'm not lying.
You also might be familiar with Wendigo if you played Until Dawn. the wonderful fun take of the teenage slasher film wrapped up in a video game.
If you ever saw the movie Ravenous, that's about a Wendigo.
That was about a guy.
You've watched freaking Supernatural. There was a Wendigo.
If you've ever seen the movie Wendigo, you
I've
know about
never
Wendigo.
seen any of that.
You've read Marvel Comics. There's a
I
Wendigo.
don't read books.
Although Marvel Comics Wendigo,
Was a cannibal spirit.
the hero?
No, the hero was Sasquatch. The
Yeah.
villain was Wendigo.
I'm backed up. I got him backwards. You are correct, sir. About to say that orange motherfucker from Alpha Flight.
All right, are y'all ready to begin?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, after a night of peaceful, restful slumber, you wake up in the chapel. Other survivors are going about their business, making breakfast, gathering condensation for water,
Oh, they don't
giving
need,
a-
they don't need to do that.
giving a hopeful look towards the cleric, like, hey, could you maybe fill this up for me?
Nah, no problem. This is what I'm here. I'm here to serve. I'm a walking faucet.
Go divine water cooler.
And basically, some of them, they look haggard, they look dirty, and they look hungry and scared, but that is what you wake up to in the morning. If you had any dreams during the night, you don't remember them, you awake feeling refreshed and well rested.
Well, all right, we need to go find some toys.
And some food.
Toys and food. Okay.
So, you talked to the kid about the thing, right?
That's why we need to find toys.
Yeah, he has a special lamp that calmed his brother down, but he won't give it to us unless we get his toys back. And since it's kind of on the way anyways, we totally agreed to get it.
We did.
Okay, I agreed, but it's a good cause. Totally looks at Pretty to try to appeal to his good nature, and then looks at Shorty. And, it'll make sure whatever we go up against in there, at least we'll be able to see it.
That's the bonus.
Nah, that makes sense.
Seeing things would make things a lot better.
All right. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. What she said.
Yeah, and it's on our way, and it shouldn't be a big deal.
You don't need to convince us anymore. We got you.
It's just okay, and take out the hand drawn map and point to there. It's in the patient wing, and we can't get there from where we were.
Yeah, we can.
It was right down the hall. We just didn't go that way.
Yeah, look at the crappy map, and it says like, right down the hallway there.
A bleeding lady was in the Che Rabum. And then if you went south from the Che Rabum,
Day room.
there would be there's some patent rooms. And I'm guessing that's where the toys are.
Totally looks at the map. Okay, I read this wrong. No problems. Let's do this.
Here we go.
Before we go, anyone got to do any morning things like prayers or memorizing their little booklets and stuff?
Yeah, all that stuff, Gotta go ahead and get my flog out so I can start beating myself.
Out of character, since that takes an hour to do, you might want to do that before we get off.
I'm just saying, it's someone of you still has the racy novel.
Pretty sure I still have it.
We gave it to the kids.
Education, huh?
I'm going to find some assorted of the chemicals we brought back and start mixing myself up a little tonic.
I will say this, that we do still have some talisman-esque things that are not being used. And if you don't have anything in your next slot, perhaps one of y'all would like some of them.
Everyone has something in their next slot.
I don't think I do, but I don't want.
Yeah, you've got the Talisman of Warrior Courage.
I do.
No, that's Grumpy.
I have a head slot item, but I really don't want a neck slot item. I don't think, not yet.
Well, these aren't like something you're going to be married to forever, but for now.
Well, the phylactery, that's your head. Okay.
Just real quick, what's everyone's armor class looking like right now under normal
17?
situations?
17.
14.
Yikes.
He can't wear any armor. He's just Dex and natural armor.
And I've got that amulet thing.
Yeah, that's the natural armor part, the amulet natural armor.
I think I'm 13, but that doesn't sound right.
You should have your dexterity plus whatever armor you're wearing. What armor are you wearing?
I am wearing leather now. I got an upgrade. That's probably why I'm low, is because I'm still technically, I guess my numbers are still for the bad.
What's your dex? Just the raw score.
My dex is +3.
Okay, so you should have at least a 15 armor class for leather. Did me have studded leather you could wear?
We did have a pair of studded leather I gave up because I got the breastplate.
That would give you one more point of armor class.
I swore somebody else got that. Let me look back up the list here.
We got multiple.
We had 2 studded leathers at least at one point. So
Oh, yeah, I guess I have the studded. Okay.
alrighty then. Now are we all ready and good to go?
Yep.
Yippers.
Do you want to just group us all together and shift us over there, or are we going to encounter shit on the way?
I'll just move you over.
Okay, is this door trapped?
No, it is not.
Is it locked?
No, it is not.
I will open the door.
Alrighty. Chipped white paint peels from the battered frames of a row of identical beds. Dingy white curtains separate each bed, but only offer the illusion of privacy. As you enter, you hear somebody mumbling and what sounds like thrashing in one of the beds.
Definitely need to kill it.
From where I am, where is the mumbling coming from?
Right about there.
I will come to here, and I will push the curtain away with the end of Red Destiny. And say, hello? Someone there?
You see lying in the bed what looks like a patient. He is a man, not elderly, but getting on in years. He looks thin, and he is thrashing in the bed. He's like, no, not again, keep away.
Is he restrained?
Yes, actually, he is. He also has his eyes closed.
All right.
It's like,
Yeah.
no, get away from me, you bastard!
Since no one else is here, I will walk up to the end of the bed and walk around and kind of like, tap his face a little bit. Hey, wake up.
He screams out, I don't want anything from you!
I wasn't giving you nothing. Wake up. I pour some water on his face.
He continues to thrash in the bed, and then he goes still. Everybody who's in the room, the two of you, give me a perception check.
I see naval lint.
I see Shorty's naval lint.
There's stuff there.
Is Shorty a half dwarf by chance?
Nope, just a very short half orc.
I see that that's not naval lint.
You see a very small wisp of yellow vapor escape from the mouth of the man on the bed.
Great, some more of that demon mist stuff.
The man on the bed is not moving anymore.
Just like that one lady.
Is he dead?
Give me a heal check.
Ooh, I got that skill.
You're not in the room, dude.
Oh, well, I can see in the room, can I?
Yeah, from the door, from where Kelp is, you can see this dude ain't. Both of you can see the dude ain't breathing anymore, and he's not moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn it with fire, man.
Well, where were those toys again?
I'm assuming with the children stuff! I yell from the hallway, where it is safe and not by a wisp of golden smoke.
It was just a very small wisp, and it's gone. It didn't like grow and fill the room. It was just a very faint wisp, and it's gone with his last breath.
It whispered.
Well, I will begin searching the room and checking the guy's pockets.
Yeah, I will start searching down this half of the room. You can search the upper half of the room.
All right, you taking 20?
Yep.
Of course.
I want to go in the room.
After about a minute, the man on the bed starts thrashing again.
Wait a second. This ain't right.
I want to believe you guys aren't that bad at telling dead from dead.
Right.
He had no pulse.
I'm gonna just cut the restraints on him.
If I may first, maybe look at detect magic on him.
You don't detect. Well, you do detect a faint aura of magic. It's not like a spell's being cast on him, but there is something kind of magic-y going on.
Arcana check to see.
You can also see that his mouth is kind of. It seems like it's elongating a little bit, almost like it's, the werewolf movies where the werewolf is changing them and the mouth gets a little bit larger.
Well, yeah, it's because dogs have a maw, not.
Yeah, but it's not that pronounced, but it's faint but noticeable. His mouth is changing. His hands seem to be elongating and getting sharper.
He's turning into one of those dumb.
Grumpy is going to push what's her name? Heidi, to move her back so he can move back.
Does the doppelgangers have like elongated jaws and stuff?
Yes.
Not in this way. You want to give me a knowledge religion check?
Huh.
It's gonna be one.
That don't look right.
It's gonna be one of those games.
Let me roll all of my trained knowledge skills. Okay, I'm done.
Well, Red and Sala can both tell that he is rising. He did die. He was dead. Now he is rising as a ghoul.
Dear, you may want to step back.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna. Oh, hey, let me get a. Yeah. This is
Yeah, thanks for telling me, guys.
Yeah, for those of us who don't have religion, we don't know what's going on.
That's what you guys say.
He's turning into something we don't want to be around.
So, should I stab him?
Yes, stab the hell
Yes!
out of him.
Release all the
Gratuitously.
stabbings!
Stab the Asmodeus out of him. Jeez.
Not with that roll.
Well, he is restrained, so he's
And
helpless.
Not with the one. I slashed the bed nicely.
Yeah, you slash the bed very nicely, but he's thrashing his eyes open. He is. You can see that his teeth have elongated. Not just his eye teeth. All of his teeth have elongated and become sharp.
All right.
His tongue seems unusually long.
How about that? I'm basically two-handed chopping with a scimitar the guy strapped to the bed.
Yes, that will. He stops moving after that.
Once more, just for good luck.
He is super not moving anymore.
Can you take off his head? I think that works really, really good.
To take off his head.
You take off his head.
Well, they don't need him no more.
Okay, well, I think this is good. Good work, team.
So besides that, did we find anything in the room?
Well, if you continue searching, because that interrupted your search, you do find a straitjacket and something called a hoodwink cowl.
A hoodwink cowl? What the
Is
hell is that?
magical, or?
Spellcraft on it.
It's not magical. It's basically it's like a black cloth hood with padded leather earmuffs and shuttered goggles. Basically, it's
A gimp mask.
not a gimp mask, but it serves the same purpose. It makes it so people can't see or hear why they have this on. It's kind of like a straitjacket for your face.
I'm starting to wonder what kind of things they did here.
Well, it's kind of to
Keep people from
put
biting.
someone.
You know,
It's like a spit hood.
It's to put someone in quiet time.
like a muzzle.
For your senses.
But that is all you find in this room, other than, some beds, some sheets, some pillows.
Okay.
Huh. This is. And I'm looking at the map. Do you think there's more rooms?
Yeah.
Alright,
Can I open this door right here and step out into the hallway again?
Yeah, hang on.
Probably. Considering I'm outside the door.
Yeah, no, it's physically blocking me. There we go. Nope, we got a cave in.
Hang on. When you come to that corner, you see there at the cave-in,
Ah!
it looks like two hallways meet here beneath a lofty ceiling. High windows, alive with the nauseating fog beyond, gives the space an airy feel. A portion of the western hallway has collapsed, blocking it with tons of rubble. And there is a creature digging in the rubble, clawing at it as if trying to dig his way out. It has the very long tongue. It has the elongated mouth, the claws. But it is not really paying attention to you because it is busy trying to dig through the rubble.
Kill it.
So,
Surprise round?
Sure.
Purdy.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm doing surprise round.
Does he have cover right now from my bow shot?
No, he doesn't. His back is to you, and he's digging at the rubble. There's nothing between you and him except Shorty.
Yo, Shouty.
Okay. Then
The birthday.
I will delay till after Heidi, because I'm assuming she's going to do her little dance.
Then make a little love, and then get down tonight.
Pretty.
I am going to move to there and attack with the glaive.
What surprise round? You get a move or a standard.
Okay, then I'll sit there and wait for them to move out of the threatened square so that I can stab them.
That works too.
Heidi.
I do my ever popular dance to inspire everyone.
Shorty.
No, it's my turn. I
Oh,
delayed,
okay.
remember. So,
Grumpy.
can I study him or not?
I believe studying is a move action.
Then I will just shoot him. So that's going to be +2.
All right, the arrow takes him in the back, and it lets out a screeching yell. Obviously, suddenly aware that people are behind it. And as it's turning around to face you, it is Shorty's turn.
I will 5-foot step and attack.
All right, you slash at it with Red Destiny. Its putrefied blood is slung across the room as its body collapses to the floor.
Way to go, Shouty.
I don't like these guys at all. They stink.
I don't think you like anybody.
That's not true at all. I like you guys.
I mean, at least his name does.
Plus, you stink, so it's kind of,
I only stink when they get their stinky parts on me.
I can fix that for you, if you want.
Do you like their stinky parts?
Not really.
Check its pockets.
Does it even have pockets?
I think its pockets might be like, crevices and cavities.
I think he wants you to check its crevices.
Lift the flap.
Ew.
I think you're far more perceptive than I am, so I'll let you do this.
No, you know what? I don't want to deny you the pleasure.
I was talking to him.
Yes, then yes, you should totally do it.
There are no traps, and there are no pockets.
No pockets.
So we've all, in the middle of this Lovecraftian terror around which the dead have risen, have transformed the living into monstrosities, and God only knows what awaits, we've all just stood around and watched a grown man feel up a dead thing in a hallway.
So?
So
you know
what's
what?
the point?
I don't judge.
That's a Saturday night for me.
2017's fucking lit, my friend.
Every time you're sitting there shaking your ass. We don't judge.
It works.
Doing it to pay for college.
I'm trying to get into Bard school, okay?
Yeah.
The Bard College.
Twerking your way in the world today takes everything you got.
Here's a copper for your work.
I am not too proud to take that. On the other hand, I literally am holding all of our money, so...
We don't have any money.
Alright, let's
store
find
trap?
these toys.
No, it is not trapped.
Actually, I was asking Kelf because he's the trap searcher.
I was within the same range of the door, so I assume that would be taken care of with my last perception check.
Okay. Is it locked?
No.
Aha! What's in here?
Well, there's a bed and a broken window and a bunch of carnage and offal lying on the bed. Looks like the remains of someone's dinner, if that dinner was about human-sized.
Is there a toy there, though?
Out here in the hallway. Are there any toys in there?
It depends on what you like to play with.
Does the dinner have pockets?
I leave room for Kelf to come in so we could search the room.
You mean the pockets?
Well, there's a bed there. Also, there's a broken window, so I'm covering the window while he searches.
Well, when you search, I assume you take 20, you find a very nice pair of boots and a gold ring with a holly and hawk emblem on it.
I will hand the items over to our resident magic identifier guy.
Yep.
She's a lady.
Check.
I haven't checked.
Detect magic and spellcraft and all that.
They are not magic.
These are not magic.
She's a man.
She's the lead.
The boots are very nice and probably worth about 200 gold, and the ring is probably worth about 50.
Hey, Red, these fit your feet? Holds up the boots.
Do they fit?
I guess Red's gonna open the next door.
Yes, let's have the non-combat people go first.
Sorry, my browser was wigging out for a second.
Is it open?
Yes.
Unlocked, rather. I will step in.
In this room, there are 3 figures lying dead. 2 are wearing yellow robes and lie slumped on the floor, having suffered repeated vicious blows to the face. A third, an old man easily in his 80s and wearing a light cloth dressing gown, has fallen back across the bed. He is dead, but he has a satisfied smirk on his face, and he still grips a sturdy leather boot with blood on its heel.
I think he gave him a boot to the face.
Yeah.
Well, those boots are made for smashing.
Come in, search the room, carefully keeping an eye on the dead guy with the boot.
There's nothing in the room, except for the dead guys and a pair of boots.
What you talking about?
I'll take the boots and hold them out to Red. Say, these magic at all? Don't mind the blood. He smushed some guys' heads with them.
Little blood never hurt. Magic or no?
No, they're not magic.
Also not magic.
But pretty.
Does anybody want some boots? We're starting to get, I'm starting to feel a little bit like a cobbler over here.
I toss the bloody boots. Oh, I was gonna say I'd toss them to
I'm assuming we all have boots.
Oh, I have some very nice boots. In fact, they are worth 20 gold and are lined with fur.
I'll take the bloody boots.
One of the non-bloody boots.
Bloody boots.
Boots.
Is this door open?
Boots.
You can open it. It's not locked.
I step in.
A shapeless mass of sheets and pillows piles atop two plain beds. Bold chalk letters high on the opposite wall proclaim this to be Benton and Devis's room.
Ah, I think I found the kids' room.
Sweet.
Excellent. Are there any toys around here?
I will start searching and let you know.
Well, if you take 10 at least, and you have a 2 perception, you will find at the bottom of the bed in a tangle of sheets a pair of carved wooden knights.
I will take them. I'll also check whatever the shapeless lump on the bed was.
The shapeless lump is a pillow fort.
Okay. I'll still search just to make sure there's nothing else.
No.
Here you go. Here's their toys.
Excellent. Now...
We got another door.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see shit.
Is it open or unlocked?
Yeah, unlocked.
Ha-ha!
A portion of the tiled ceiling has given way in this room, allowing heavy bricks to fall across the bed and floor. Fortunately, no one seems to have been in the room when the collapse occurred.
Can we search?
There is nothing in the room.
Well, we got the toys, so we can go back and
Can,
get the lamp.
can you, you said the bricks, does that mean you can see, like, out into the world, like the sky, the ceiling?
No, it's...
Oh, another floor above?
Well, there was. Now there's just a lot of rubble.
No, there's this room here and a door.
I think that leads outside.
We don't go outside.
Think that door leads across the courtyard to the day room?
You mean the visitor's room?
That, yeah.
Let's look at the map. Looks at the map.
Well, the door to the path is south. It's just the door is covered by a black bar, I think. But where that door goes, not sure. I'm guessing that's the cave-in that we couldn't get past before.
Yeah, it looks like that door there, the one to the south, which I know because I have the ability to tell where north is at all times. That looks like that leads outside to the visitor's room, at least according to this map.
Isn't that what I just asked?
And I answered. See? Holds up the map. It looks like that, right? I mean, it's not drawn very well, but it's drawn with a good intention.
Paint peels like scabs from the wall of this spacious chamber. A bent desk guards a broad hall stretching away to the north, while curtains frame the room's Curtain frames shroud the room's eastern quarter. The place smells intensely of rubbing alcohol. You also see a pile of dirty gauze near the desk, which moves and shudders as two things crawl out.
Oh god.
Okay, so I know it's not on my sheet, but I have plus 20 to all nope, and I'm hiding now. I'm hiding behind Pretty,
Well, I know you're
and
hiding.
yeah.
They look like ambulatory blobs of blood, pus, and scabs.
Okay, my character literally is doing that too, because
Nasty.
oh god, I don't care if they're good, just kill them, oh god, oh sweet lore appropriate Jesus.
Sweet Pathfinder Jesus.
Yes, no.
Yes, roll for initiative.
Oh yeah, rocking those low rolls.
I am batting 1,000 on these fucking initiative rolls tonight.
I love how you're bitching, I'm still the lowest one.
Like, at least your first initiative roll was decent.
I will say in general my initiative rolls are pretty good.
Alright, Pretty, you get to go first.
Well, shit. I guess I'm going to touch the buddy in front of me, Grumpy here, and give him a guidance and tell him that Shaylin guide his bow.
That's your kitty's name.
What's their titty's name? What?
Fom's and Sani's cat's name's Shaylin.
I know, I'm just messing.
Alright, well, this one will slop its way forward and attack the guy who just went AFK.
That's what he gets.
Well, you know he's got an AC of 17, doesn't he? No, actually, I think it'd be 16 because he doesn't get his dex bonus right now. I don't think.
He does not get his dex bonus.
I will wait for him to get back.
Yep, that hits.
Give me a fort save.
I fail with a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those days.
Yup.
My turn.
Yes.
Alright, I will use a move action to study the pus blob that hasn't gone yet, and then I will shoot it.
Okay. Your arrow.
Remember, we got the guidance.
Yeah, I put that in.
Your arrow just goes straight into this thing, and it splorches and splatters all over the room in a massive, just explosion of blood and pus that covers the entire area around it.
That's pretty freaking gross.
Now that's how you lance a boil.
Pretty fucking metal, though.
Why is she drinking it?
I'm not drinking it. I'm throwing, like, dry heaving. Ugh, so gross.
And I think that's all I can do.
So yeah, now there's a big all the floor around there is covered in just grossness. And that one's dead. So Shorty, it's your turn.
I will hack and slash at the thing that did whatever to me.
Well, your attack hits, and your Red Destiny lives up to its name by slashing into this blood bubble. Slashing right in, and much like the other one, it pops. Blood and pus and gore going everywhere.
I gotta go get the pizza from the door.
I need a fort save.
It's the red sauce.
I'm ready to see it's not going to get any worse.
Alrighty. Well, that they're both dead, and the room is covered in gook.
Well, let's put my bloody boots to good use. I'll search the room.
I'm back here leaning against the wall, like, dry heaving, trying to, like, not throw up.
You find a lantern in this room, and it's kind of weird. I mean, you can see that the lantern has a flame in it, and it's giving off light, but it's not flickering like a lantern usually does. It's just a solid, steady light.
Detect magic on that bitch.
You detect some faint magic, but you can't really make out what it is.
Spellcraft check.
There's not enough magic to actually make out. It seems sort of like the same reading you would get if you looked out at the mist itself.
Strange. This is magical, but I can't decipher it.
Since I'm covered in gook already from the exploding pustule, I'll just start exploring the room.
Other than the lantern that's sitting on the table, there's nothing else in this room. Other than, some curtains.
That are now dripping like it's the fucking scene from The Shining.
Well, unless we have a way to deal with potential diseases, we should probably make our way back to the kid.
Yeah, and actually no one would know I was diseased because disease takes a while for onset, so.
That's why I said potential diseases.
I'm gonna stop throwing up or nearly throwing up for a moment to throw a little prestidigitation all up on Shorty and scrape him clean.
Yeah, thanks.
You know what? It was just as much for me as it was for you.
And when
Sound
you get to that doorway and open it, just rubble spills out from the other side.
Okay, I was just saying there's rubble there. What about down here? Is this the one that has
It
the
goes outside.
passageway to the? Okay, yeah, I see where it is now.
Yeah.
So that's the one that cuts off to the. All right, so walk over by pretty, or sorry, not pretty. Heidi. Okay, where are we going, boss?
Well, we can go back the way we came to trade the toys for the lantern or the lamp, then come back and we can go into that dark room that's cutting us off from the cafeteria. Or we could try this shortcut, going outside to the visitors' room, back to the chapel. Either way works, but I don't want to go outside.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we really want to walk outside and fight like that big fleshy lump thing?
Hey,
one with
maybe it's not there anymore. You know?
All right, I'll go check. Come on, let's go.
No, I mean, I don't want to get in your way. I can stay here.
Well, no, we got to go as a team.
Can we go in two teams? And
No.
I'll be in the team that covers this door just in case.
That's silly. I mean, come on. You're the one making all these decisions. Let's go. Let's stay together.
I'm not deciding anything. I'm just putting some options. It's just an option. In fact, you know what? I've decided we're going the long way. We're going the long way back.
All right, sounds good. Let's go. You want me to go first?
Yes.
Oh,
And,
I'm sorry. I forgot to read something with the things that you just fought.
Okay.
Shorty and Grumpy take 4 points of acid damage when they got hit by the thing exploding.
All right, so I'm a little hurt there.
You're a reasonable amount of hurt.
7 points.
It's just a flesh wound.
From flesh.
I mean, I'm not happy about it, but
Could be worse.
I know that our cleric seems to like to work on the, well, let's see what happens next, because it might be worse method of healing, so.
Yeah, you'd be alright.
As you can see, your friend is only mostly dead.
I'm waiting for him to hand me 2 800 milligram Motrin and a bottle of water, some new socks.
Not even the Motrin. You're good. Just take a knee, face out.
Walk it off, son. Walk it off.
Let's go back, because I swear I can still smell those things.
And I just want to get that lamp so we can go kill whatever's in that room.
Alrighty. You want to just shift us back, or is there going to be something on the way?
We can just role play out you going back because you're going to go back and then come back here. So.
Hey there, kiddo! Look what we've got. Holds out the little knights, you know, just like, hey, we did a good job, right? Yay!
You got my knights.
Of course we did. We're heroes.
He takes the knights and he starts to cry.
So you've got a lantern, right?
What a wuss, man.
He sniffles and nods and holds out the lantern to you. He's like, take care of it. It's my brother's.
We will. And you know what? We need you to stay here and be brave. And when we come back, we will probably give this back to you.
He sniffles and nods and hugs his knights.
Awkwardly pats his little fluffy orphan child hair.
The last thing he has to remember his parents by. And possibly his brother, too.
I don't feel good about this at all.
Well, let's be
All right.
real.
So
Probably-
as Grumpy leaves the room, he'll tell the others, okay, let's go deal with his brother's ghost.
Shut up! Yeah, he was. It's nothing. It's just he was mistaken. We don't know what's going on. Just go. Slams the door. God damn it, Grumpy!
So before we go find anything else, Pretty, if you're, whenever you're able, you want to like toss a little healing magic our way?
Oh no, you're good.
Okay,
No,
then you can go first.
I'm just messing with you guys. And he grabs the holy symbol and
I'm just fucking with you.
grabs the holy
Okay.
symbol and lets out a burst of awesomeness.
All right, Heidi roots around in the bag and comes up with the chain from before that we picked up, and it's okay. Who's ever going to go in there? We are going to put this on you, so that we can. So if you know the way back, we've got a hold. If there's danger, if you run into something, you give it a yank. We can go in. No more of this just going in there all willy-nilly, half-cocked, staring intently at Freddy.
I don't know.
You want to give me the lantern from the kid?
Well, you're going to get that too. And, hands over, looks at the lantern. Should we light it before we go in there? Like, I
Yes.
don't
Yeah,
really
light
know.
the lantern.
Just light the damn lantern.
It's dark in the room.
Fine! Does spark, lights it. Alright, hands Shorty the end of the chain, and God, my boyfriend was listening to some weird ass music downstairs. Holds on to one end, kind of looks at the Shorty, and then hands it over to Pretty. Yeah, I think we need somebody a little bit more, counterweight size to hold the end there.
I hear you. Call me fat.
Oh no, calling you sturdy.
That's what your mom said too.
You knew my mother?
I don't know. Maybe.
Who didn't?
You're starting to get your memory back?
I wish.
Then shut your mouths and let's do this.
Alright, I will hold the lantern in one hand and Red Destiny in the other, and I will step into the room.
As soon as you step into the room with the lantern, you hear what sounds like relieved sobbing. And standing in front of you hang on a second. This thing's being a pain in the ass. Is what is a child-sized creature.
Holy crap, that looks awesome.
Its little skeletal hand reaches out to the lantern and touches it with a relieved sigh. As it does so, the bones and child drawings that make up the creature just collapse to the floor. And the darkness disappears.
Okay, that went better than I thought it would.
You know what? On a grading on a scale, yes. In a general sense, I'm horrified on levels I didn't realize I could still be horrified on.
Checking his pockets.
At least it didn't explode into a bunch of pus and stuff.
Starts dry heaving again.
First of all, it has no pockets, but
Bone shrapnel.
you do find bone shrapnel and a whole bunch of drawings made by a small child.
I will stack up all the drawings and put them in my pocket.
I mean, these kids can't even draw right, man.
You just...
I'm just being,
Okay, I'm gonna check the door for trap.
looking at everything.
Check the door for trap.
Just being, looking at everything.
Yep.
Just being, looking at everything.
Okay.
There are no traps.
Oh, I will pass the lantern off to Red, who can do whatever with it.
I already read this, didn't I?
The toy lantern or the lantern? Yeah, I know you read the one that we got in the end of the hallway one.
Okay, Deck magic, just in case.
We already know what it is.
There is no magic.
Is the door locked?
No, it's not.
I will open the door and step through. Or I will once you... There we go.
This gigantic space may have once been a cafeteria or some sort of assembly hall. Now it's the village of a savage tribe. Wildly burning braziers stand amid yellow tints and scrap sculptures. Portions of the western and northern walls have collapsed, but ramshackle barricades have risen to surround them. To the east, two sets of wide stairs climb to the floor above. Around the stairs, nearly a dozen bodies hang crucified upon the walls, dried crimson streaks below them, sacks cinched around their heads. Tendrils of yellow mist creep throughout the entire space, wisps endlessly lapping and fondling the bizarre encampment.
Yeah, this place is weird.
This might be a problem. Also, when are we going to hit level 3?
You'll hit level 3 when I tell you.
Are we gonna... Maybe we should diplomacy this.
As the door opens, a small crowd of the yellow-clad people in this room look at you and start to form. They start picking up mismass and improvised weapons, though they don't seem to approach you.
Maybe we should go for diplomacy on this one.
What was the thing that they all were praising before?
Something.
Nobody? Damn it.
They all seem kind of nervous of you. Give me
This is my boomstick.
give me a perception check.
I'm not giving perception. I'm just like, alright, you bunch of screwy cultists, get back, before I have to cut yous all in half.
This is his boomstick.
Very quickly, from one of the tents emerges what looks like a doctor. He emerges from one of the tents, looks at the cultures, and he's like, and he loudly declares, "Good! More come to gaze beyond, to serve the oppriment. Welcome, friends!"
Yes, we're here to
He
see.
approaches with open arms and empty hands.
Gonna sense motive that shit.
Yar.
I'm not even sensing motive.
As he...
You want to put him on the map?
As he comes closer, he kind of looks at you and looks back at the cultist behind it. He doesn't turn his head. He just kind of glances back at the cultist behind him and kind of gives you a obviously fake smile. He's like,
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
We are friends!
Praise the opperman.
Praise the Lord.
And his smile becomes very relieved. He's like, "Yes, praise the offerments. Yeah, just follow me if you want to live. Come on."
Come with me if you want to live.
And he leads you into a tent, which is set up as a hospital of some sort.
Which tent?
Actually, it's not a tent. It's this room over here. I was opening the door.
top?
Yeah, he leads you into that room right there.
I will guard the door.
Oh, he was already scared shitless. Oh, the crowd did step back, but they were still clutching their weapons and such, but they were already not making any move towards you. Once you're in the room and out of sight of everybody else, first you ding level 3, and the doctor turns to you and he says, "Whew, that was sorry about it's crazy here. I'm Dr. Ren Elburn. Obviously you've noticed the cultists, which are, well, mostly crazy, and
a little, yeah, a little.
yeah,
And a little homicidal too.
yeah, not all of them. There's a fact. The main core group of cultists are homicidal. Most of the people here aren't. They're not actually cultists, but they have to act it or they'll be killed. Much they haven't killed me because I'm a doctor and I'm useful, but everyone else is just kind of going with it.
Well, I can heal people, so you're not needed no more, right?
Shut up.
Oh, I'm just start laughing like, ha ha ha. I'm just messing with you. We've had a hell of a day.
So how many of them are there?
I haven't had time to do a thorough check, but it's I'd say 50 or 60 of the regular cultists or quote unquote cultists who will follow the orders of the core group, which is probably about 10 to 15.
Well, we could take them.
How many of those are just people going with the flow for fear of their lives?
Probably about 30 to 40 of them.
Is there? I mean, if we were to do anything, would there be some way for you to maybe tell them to not attack us? I mean, we're not here to cause a bloodbath, but we fucking will if we have to. I'm just saying, I don't want to have to kill anybody more than we have to, and if yeah, words are hard right now.
Yeah, bloodbath's pretty rough down there in the hall, you know.
Well, okay, you seem like you're probably going to be strong enough to take out some of Xandalus's guards, but like I said, there's an army of them. And even if you beat them, Xandalus himself is still locked away in the maze of fog upstairs. So, the only way to get out of here is get rid of that mist, and I might know how.
What?
Were
Well-
you listening?
Well, Xandalus calls his most devoted acolytes his Orunogens. And most of them stay locked up with him upstairs. But at least one of them watches over the northwest tower. I don't know what he does up there.
Does that word ring a bell for me? A skill checks? Arcana?
Religion, planes.
Give me knowledge planes.
So, well, it's 9, but because I'm ding, but
Oh yeah, mine would
Yeah.
actually be
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Not today, bitch.
We are just having a day.
You know, it's as Saul can attest, it's par for the course for me.
But I don't know what he does up there in the tower, but I think he's alone. And I think if you got to him, you could probably get some of Xandalus's secrets out of him. And maybe maybe learn how to get rid of the mist. And once it's gone, then we can just leave. I mean, after the mist is gone, what you do with Xandalus is up to you.
Well, yeah. We've cleared a relatively safe way back to where there are other survivors, and if the still sane and just, unfortunately caught up in this horrible situation. If we, if hell breaks loose, there is a way for them to get back, at least to the sane members of this place. Is there some way you can let them know that?
No, the problem is, while I know some of them are just going with it, there are some that I think are just going with it, but I can't be entirely sure. Plus, and if any of them find out that there's a way to others, if the hardcore zealots find out, they'll go there and either force them to join or kill them all.
Well, that sucks for them.
So really, there's gonna be some innocent blood on our hands, no matter what we do.
Yeah, it seems like we're in a pretty much a Kobayashi Maru situation here.
Well,
What the hell's a Kobayashi Maru?
I don't know. It just came to my head for some reason.
From Star Trek.
but
No.
most of the folks who are down here, if you just act like you're one of the other cultists, they'll just let you go about your business. And probably if you take out Xandalis, they won't rise up because they'll be kind of lost and rudderless after that. Most of the hardcore guards are upstairs, and them. Let's just say if you take them out, no innocent blood will be spilled.
Okay, I think we should do that.
One last thing. You wouldn't happen to have any extra, robes hanging around, would you?
Or food.
Or yeah, that was actually what we came for. The storerooms, are those under Xandalis's control?
Yeah, they are. And the problem is, I don't know how many other survivors you found, but with the amount of people there are here, we've been going through those supplies. I mean, I'm pretty sure all we've got left is some potatoes.
Yeah, well, that's better than nothing. So, can we take some of those potatoes?
Wait, so are all these people in here in this big? Are they crazy or not?
Some of them were patients, some of them were staff. At this point, with all that's been going on, I don't really think there's a difference anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, are they like crazy, like trying to kill people crazy?
The only person here who was trying to kill people crazy was Miss Loomis. She was a criminally insane patient. I don't know if you heard, you all look too young to know about the Bag Lady murders, but she was a serial killer in hang on, let me find the name of the place. Rosenport. And she killed several people before she was caught and sentenced to an insane asylum because she's crazy. But most of these people, while they are here in an asylum, they weren't here for murderous reasons. Like, they're here for things like narcolepsy or anorexia.
Tinnitus. Yeah, I gotcha.
What?
Stop with the tinnitus!
It's a struggle.
That word does not mean what you think it means, Shorty.
It's a struggle. Leave him be.
So, if we were to take any of the remaining supplies, do you think we'd run into any sort of kind of resistance?
Well, if you took them kind of stealthily, like if you walked out here with sacks of potatoes, people might object because that's their food. But if you smuggled out, some potatoes, like under your cloak or something, they probably wouldn't notice.
Yeah, but still nobody's answered my question if they're like evil crazy or not.
Not the ones down here.
They're just disturbed. They're just probably not going to kill us, as opposed to the ones upstairs who are very likely to kill us. And most people we've run into thus far.
Most of them serve Xandalus and the cult out of fear, not out of devotion.
I've seen enough blood today. I really don't want to have to unleash another bloodbath. I say we try to stereotypical. I can't talk.
Stereotypically.
Yes. See if we can't get some food for people back in the chapel. Then
Totally.
we come back and we see about what we could do about getting rid of this fog and helping everybody.
Totally. We could put potatoes in our pants and stuff.
I've got plenty of room in my bag. I'm sure I could fit a lot in here. This bag is remarkably well, made.
Yeah.
I'm barely feeling everything in it.
We should put all the potatoes in there so they'll die of starvation.
We're going to be gone for like an hour.
Really?
They're not going to starve to death.
It was a good, thought. Okay.
It was a thought.
Of sorts.
So judgmental.
Well, okay. Are there any leftover robes? We might as well look like, friends.
Yeah, I guess we have some yellow stained blankets out in the other room.
Just a question. It's just a random. How exactly were you guys dyeing these?
He looks down at himself. He's not wearing yellow. He's wearing a doctor's coat and regular clothes. He's like, I haven't asked.
Do they smell funny?
Yeah, have we noticed an odor to go with these yellow cultists?
You haven't noticed, the whole cafeteria area smells like people have been living in it, and there's not a bathroom. So, pinpointing exactly where that aroma is coming from isn't exactly easy.
Alright, well, we're... Okay, to take out the map and show, okay, so where are the supplies stored? Can you point to it on the map?
Well, he looks at the map, he's like, who drew this?
Somebody with a really good heart and not a lot of skill.
Alright, well, he points at the large room in the upper right corner. It's like, well, we're here. And this room here, he points to the room directly to the left, is the kitchen. And this here is the pantry, the big square in the kitchen. He's like, that's the pantry.
Okay. Well, okay, we're going to return and we're going to see what we can do about Xandalus. And you stay here and continue to do what you can for your patients. And it would really be helpful for us if you could do what you could to maybe prevent as many people from getting in our way as possible.
So, remind me again why we're risking the wrath of everyone here with Xandalus still around, rather than dealing with him then doing stuff?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Because it may take us a while to get through God only knows what upstairs and make this all better. And what if we fail? Those people back at the chapel are going to be, left with nothing. At least if we do this.
While you usually get good ideas, think of it like this. Those people back at the chapel haven't done anything to get through this. And if we fail, they're pretty much dead anyway.
So at least they die with a full belly.
That'll be so useful when they're eviscerated.
Fine. You know what? We'll go do it. I'm sure it'll all work out best.
He says, all right, well, here, he points in the upper left corner, kind of circular room. This is the tower where Xandalus has left one of his inner circle. If you can get to him, you can probably get information out of him on how to get rid of this fog. That way, when you go up to face Xandalus, you'll know what you're walking into.
All right. You have been a huge help.
Well, I might be able to help you a bit more. And he goes to a corner of the room and he rummages around and he comes back and he hands you 2 potions.
Oh?
He says, here, this will help you if you get wounded real bad. And this other one, if you contract any illness or something, this will help you get rid of it.
Do an alchemy check just to, make sure they are what he says they are.
Trust but verify.
The first one is a potion of cure moderate wounds. And the second is a potion of remove disease.
They check out.
He also holds up a wand. He says, I can't... If you make it back, I'll also give you this. I need it for now to, make sure I can keep up with any wounded that come in. But when you come back, I'll give you this as well.
Ooh, what's that?
It's a wand of cure light wounds. He looks at it, looks at you.
Don't look at me like that. I don't have my memory.
Why don't you have your memory?
I don't know. That's the problem with memory loss.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not the trained professional. Or I might be. I just don't remember. All right, let's go. Yeah, let's.
Smuggle some taters.
No, we are going to this tower and interrogating this guy to get information about Xandalus.
Yes, because if we deal with Xandalus, we don't have to worry about sneaking food out of here.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty hungry.
We can grab a potato as we walked by.
I had blood and pus for breakfast, so I'm good.
So go back into the big room, smile at the gathered people. Friends, praise Xandalus, huh?
BRB, my daughter needs me.
Praise Xandalus. Hallelujah, brother.
Oh, make wanders over to one of the nearby. I'm assuming piles of miscellaneous litter and picks up one of the robes and holds it up. Ooh, praise Xandalus indeed. Okay.
And so the other people look at you and they're like, some of them are obviously like, yes, praise Xandalus, and others are like, yeah, totally praise Xandalus.
Oh, that Xandalus finger guns.
Very, very, I'm trying not to think about it, trying not to think about drapes the golden colored robe on my shoulders. Oh, praise Xandalus.
I believe in Xandalus.
I'm just testing a macro real quick.
This year's robes are from the R. Kelly collection.
Don't think about it.
Yes.
I'm guessing this is a lovely village with people clustered around fires burning the kind of things you're not supposed to burn because they make you retarded, and cooking rats on tiny spits and all sorts of delightful fun.
Oh yeah, it's rank smoke, body odor.
Singed hair, you know,
Yeah.
the huge.
You
My
can
childhood.
you can smell a latrine in one of the corners, and it wafts through the entire area.
Getting a little green around the gills.
Next loaded train
Great.
is the road processing facility.
Praise Xandalus.
So
Hey,
where's
she went
Xandalites?
first for once.
Where's Xandalites?
Just yay, Xandal. Hey guys, you should get your ropes too. You know, praise Xandalus. We all should praise Xandalus. Hey, Red, why do you have, it looks like you got hurt. How did you get hurt?
Probably because she went up in level but did not adjust her.
Has everybody adjusted themselves to level 3?
Yes.
I am
Except
just
for my-
fixing a macro because I did not have weapon focus anywhere in any of them, so I've got to adjust that.
All right. Well, while you guys get everything settled, I'm gonna go AFK real quick to use the ladies' room. I'll be right back.
Thank you for the notice. I got everything except my hit points.
Okay, so I have a question. So when I level up, I actually had a couple questions. Part of the reason why my thing wasn't finished. Like level 3 bard, it says inspire competence +2. What is that +2?
Inspire confidence.
Well, it says special, inspire competence +2. Do I get to do it twice, or is it?
No, read under the bard description. And well, no, inspire competence is a separate thing from inspire courage. It's a specific ability.
Okay. So then, yeah, you get a +2 competence bonus.
Right. When it says the inspire courage +1 or inspire competence +2, that's the amount of the bonus that you grant.
Okay.
Inspire competence is something you could use instead of inspire courage if you chose to.
And if I'm reading it right, inspire courage is a group buff, while inspire competence is a targeted buff. Because it speaks of an ally, not allies.
Hang on, give me a sec. Yes, it is a single ally that you can grant that benefit to. If see, that's when say someone needs to make a skill check or whatever.
Save versus death.
Actually, no, it's pretty much skill check with competence.
Save versus trap, kill us all.
Or no save, just you either succeeded a skill or not.
Now, this is a question because I've been using Inspire Courage when we go into combat. Great. Okay. Can I do this stuff like out of combat? Just
Yeah. Well, like inspire confidence. Yes, you could do inspire courage, but it's kind of pointless. Like inspire competence will let you help. Like say somebody's got to make a crucial skill check somewhere. You can be like, hey, I'm gonna start shaking my ass, so they get a +2 confidence bonus to that skill for that round. For that check. But again, you only have X number of rounds of performance per day. So
You could just
you,
perform, just to use perform skill if you want to party outside of, combat.
yeah, I know. But she's asking if she can actually use the things that grant the benefits.
Oh, how would you do that out of combat?
Well, like I said, inspire competence can because it gives to skill check. Say you want to check for traps or identify an item or something like that. Yes, you could use that out of combat, but it still uses a round of your performance for the day.
Okay, just to make sure I got all my bases covered, do my ability score, my base ability scores go up at level 3?
No.
Okay.
You will get a ability to add one to those at level 4, but at level 3 they don't change.
Okay. And feats or no?
Yes, you got to feed at 3rd level.
I couldn't find anything that specifically stated it.
It's in the standard thing on when you level up. It shows that you get a feat at 3rd level. Every odd level, you get a feat.
Righto.
For me, that is the inspired competence, right?
No.
What is? Am I reading the wrong section?
Okay, feats are something that you get to choose every time you get one. For most classes, it will be every odd level you will get a feat. Those are the whole list of things called feats that grant additional abilities or modified abilities. Your class abilities you get every time your class level up says that you get an ability. Also, for say a certain spellcasters at level 3, you get a different level of spell access and new spells that you can add to your familiar or whatnot.
And 2d6 channeling.
Uh, that's why Sani said, plan your 3rd level advancement last week. So if there's anything that came up over the week, you had any questions, you could just pop it off and be ready to go.
Which I mostly did. I just wanted to double check a couple things.
I will say this, Fums. You did. I can't remember whether it was for 3rd level or 5th level. You had a suggested thing that I grabbed as a bard. You're like, oh, wait till you get. And I want to say it was 3rd or 5th level, and you were like, you should totally get blank. And I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. And I opened it a window off of the Bard spell list, but I unfortunately have about 40 windows open, and I'm kind of confused about which one it was.
I really have no idea without other, more specific reference than that.
Whale. Oh no, it might have been a 3rd level spell you were talking about.
I told you that when you get 3rd level spells, you probably want to take haste.
Right, that's it. 3rd level spell, not 3rd level okay.
Okay, so Anno, you good to go?
Yeah.
Sala, you good to go?
Sure.
And also remember, during the week, you can hop on to Discord, ask questions in on the Roll20 forum that we have for this game. Any questions, just ask them.
As we are walking towards the door, Heidi's gesturing to everybody, picking up robes along the way. Here, praise Sandalus. Just kind of making sure everybody gets one of them.
Yay, Xandalus robe.
Oh god.
I'm good. It wouldn't match the blood on me.
No, you should take this so we can praise Xandalus.
You go ahead and do that.
Fine. I'm gonna praise Xandalus for us both.
Grumpy just gives a thumbs up to everybody.
Oh, I'm ready to go. Just need to go step away for a second.
I hate making macros.
You slash the ever-loving fuck out of that.
Okay, I think the math is right.
Okay, so someone's still AFK.
I'm here.
No, you're not.
Okay, who is here?
I
I'm
am.
here.
I am here.
I am here.
I know Michael had said he had to go do something with his daughter
Okay.
before I got up. So, okay, Sala, check 2 for you. Damn it. Okay, at 3rd level, you get to know 1 additional 1st level spell and 1 additional 0 level spell.
Yes, I grabbed Flare, and I think I'm going to grab Blindness, Deafness for my spell. Unless that seems really retarded.
Bards get that at 1st level? Holy crap.
Oh, wait, no, I'm... This is Bard. Did I go down too far? Yes. Okay, sorry. Then I will be getting that next time. Leave that open. I have 41 tabs open.
"41 tabs? Good God, woman."
I literally, my Pathfinder, I have 2 windows open. And one is my main one, which has got like a bunch of writings, thing. I got like maybe like 5, 6 tabs open there. And then the Pathfinder tab is 41 tabs of I've got my class, my profession, my race. I've got that all open, all the various things, so I can go back to them. But the problem is there's so many of them, I'm having a problem figuring out which one's which. So I should really go through there and pare this down, because it's starting to get really unreasonable.
Only gonna get worse, you go up. And Anno, you know that next time your character goes to sleep, you will be able to memorize a 2nd level spell.
Already
Plus,
got it chosen.
Yeah, plus if you get, you get 2 additional spells every time you go up in level that you get to add to your familiar.
Already?
And, I don't know if your intelligence will give you a level 2 bonus spell for the day. I think it does, an 18. I'm not sure, though. Okay, so you will actually be able to memorize 2 level 2 spells when you memorize your spells.
Sweet.
So you'll basically have 4 level 0, 3 level 1, and 2 level 2s. Also, what feat did you go with?
The Mother's Gift that gives me a +1 natural armor. It's a changeling thing.
Yep.
Figure a little extra armor couldn't hurt.
You know what you could take with that feat? Extra hex.
You could, or also, if you're going to be a cartomancer who has to throw shit, starting to take the feats that give you the range combat benefits to allow you to throw without having to always worry about if somebody's in melee isn't a bad idea either.
That is a very good idea. Do you know the name of that one offhand?
Well, that's precise shot, but I believe you need point blank shot first as a prerequisite.
Yep.
But point blank shot in and of itself gives you a +1 to hit and damage for any attack within 30 feet, which is the range that you could throw your cards anyway.
Yeah, I think I will go with the point blank shot.
Also, did you ever pick up Mage Armor as a wizard spell? Or a witch spell, rather?
I think I did at some point.
Because now, when you cast it, it will last for 3 hours. So, that's +4 to your armor. You know,
Hmm.
just something to remember too. That save that if you think you're going to get ready to go into combat. Oh, I cast it, and then you have it for 3 hours.
Actually, I already have the Answer X feat.
You can take that feat as many times as you want.
But yeah, you also though you because of what you're building as a cartomancer, you do want to have stuff that will actually help that.
Right.
Unless you just want to give up on that aspect and go with a different archetype. If Tyranny was going to let you, then you know. But if you're going to focus on the throwing stuff, you actually need some feats to make it viable.
I got extra.
Good to know.
channel.
Yeah, like I told Anno, and this goes for everybody, if you have a specific archetype and you're not enjoying it, you can change your archetype of your class, and we'll just say that you've always been that way.
I have a question that goes to the fundamental basics of Pathfinder. In some of the spell descriptions and things, I know there's a difference between like something with a brain and like those blood clots we were fighting. And some things affect some, like these cultists here wouldn't affect like the blood clots. So when something says afflicts a subject is anything, correct?
A subject. Yeah, a subject is any target, whatever you're targeting. It says the subject. However, individual subjects may have specific resistances. For example, the blood clots, if they were mindless, or if they had a special ability that made them immune to mind-affecting stuff, if you tried to charm them, it wouldn't do anything.
Like, for example, let's take an iron golem. Everyone knows what an iron golem is. It's a giant, magically animated hunk of iron statue that's going to try and kill you. Golems all have a immunity to mind-affecting effects because they are magically animated. They don't actually have a mind, so you can't charm them. You can't put them to sleep. And the spell will say mind-affecting. If it's mind-affecting, it won't affect a golem. And there are other creatures that also, have that particular mindless, like a swarm of spiders, spider swarm. You can't charm a spider swarm; it won't work.
So, like in the fight that we had in the library, in theory, I could charm the people-faced rats, but I couldn't charm the pile of rats.
Yes, because vermin can't be charmed, usually. Now, that's where your knowledge skills come into play, because you make a knowledge check on something, and if you do well enough, you're like, okay, their weaknesses, flaws, things like that, like some of their defenses start to come into play, and and then you can say, okay, well, I can use that spell on them. Or if I know that they're this type of, creature, then, I can't use that spell on them.
Yeah, so if you're fighting something, you have no idea what it is, you roll a knowledge check, and I say, well, it's this thing. And you can ask, well, will mind-affecting spells affect it? I'll be like, sure! Or I'll be like, nope. And you'll know that, your character will know that, and they will know what to do based on that.
Okay.
But if during a fight you just randomly ask, hey, can my spell affect this? None of us are technically allowed to say yes or no at that point.
Yeah. You have to roll the knowledge, and you have to succeed to be able to get that information.
Or, of course, down the road, you as the player, or your character rather, may be like, hey, I fought undead before. I know that, I can't use blah, blah, blah on them, so I'm not going to try now. Confused yet?
I have a basic of it. It's anything that in theory has I don't even want to say the overall, because like a golem has intelligence, but it wouldn't be affected by that. On the other hand, the human-faced rats while not very big or very human-like, because they have a human face, they have human intelligence, so they would be affected by his mind thingies.
It doesn't even have to be a human intelligence, like, say, a tiger. Tiger's not human intelligence, but it still has a brain, and you can still hit it with illusions or put it to sleep or hit it with mind-affecting effects, because it still has a mind. Just because it's not smart doesn't mean it doesn't work.
Oh, so there's a difference between like a normal animal and a vermin, like a thing that would exist in a rolling gross herd of gross tiny grossness.
Yeah, generally insects, rodents, well, basically things that we consider vermin for pest control are considered vermin in the game, and they are generally considered to be mindless. They don't have enough of an intellect individually to be affected by mind-affecting spells.
Okay.
So you can put a tiger to sleep, but an ant, there's just not enough brain there for you to work with.
All
Is
right.
this door trap?
No. And that's why it's a way of saying, let's move it along, people.
Is the door open?
In this room, a row of fireplaces stand amid heaps of barrel-sized pots and cooking implements in this ruin of a kitchen. Numerous doors lead to the south, east, and west, while multiple corners of the L-shaped room have collapsed. A line of large rocks deliberately cordons off the westernmost door, like some sort of barricade. Also, on the westernmost fireplace, the westernmost fire has a pot over the completely cold ashes that is clattering as if something is boiling within.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah, that can't be good. All right, is there any people, or, well, not even people, bodies, mobile, ambulatory, whether they're still people or not, in the ruins of this kitchen?
No.
All right, well, I guess I will go and look at the westernmost pot and poke at it with sword. Poke, poke, poke.
But before you do that, you do see these rocks here almost kind of like have a form of, not, basically they mark off like a line in the floor.
Oh, well. Then I will poke a rock.
Nothing happens when you poke the rocks. But on the fireplace there is a pot rattling and basically moving as if something were boiling within.
Real quick, detect magic on the room.
You detect no magic in the room.
Okay.
I will check for traps.
There are no traps.
No traps in this room.
So that pot is just bubbling and, well, it looks like it's bubbling and boiling. The lid is clattering, but there's no fire underneath it. And it doesn't smell like anything is cooking.
All right, hang on a second. Give me that chain that we had before.
Digs around the bag, pulls out the chain. It's kind of heavy, so it's a two-handed operation. There you go.
I will take the chain, try and make a little hook at the end with something, doesn't matter, a knife, whatever is available, and I will use it to try and sort of hook the pot and pull it off its little hanging hook.
As soon as the hook hits the pot and you yank on it, the pot doesn't come off, but it does overturn. And a vaporous spectral image of a lean man's sobbing face pours forth, filling the area and then dissolving. And then the pot goes back to shaking and shimmering as if it's boiling.
Huh.
And while the spectral vapor came out, when you looked in the pot, there was nothing in there.
I think it's just haunted or something.
Who? Oh, this is I.
What? Like that's the weirdest thing we've seen today?
No, it's just. Why can't we ever have nice things?
Maybe we
like
did
your
before.
words?
We can't remember anything.
Though the shaking and bubbling does subside after a moment. It was bubbling furiously when you came in, but now it seems to have basically blown its load.
Maybe we don't deserve good, nice things.
Well, I know I do.
Are you sure?
I may not remember anything about myself, but I am sure on a fundamental level, nothing I have ever done has deserved being in a room when two giant pustules of blood explodes.
You
And
weren't in the room though.
I was room adjacent. I'm just saying.
Yes, you're a special snowflake.
Thank you.
I pick up a rock and I'm gonna try and toss it at the pot. I'm basically trying to, land a big rock in the pot.
There's a lid on the pot.
There is?
Yeah, the lid that is shaking as if something's boiling inside of it.
Alright, well then I'll try and land a rock on the lid.
All right. Give me a ranged attack roll. Yeah, your rock hits the lid and kind of almost skips all the way off of it, but it kind of lands there. It sits on the lid of the pot.
Okay, when I say rock, I'm talking about a big rock. Like these rocks that are laying at my feet, big rock.
Well, those rocks hit the pot and almost doesn't land on the lid because the kind of arm that's holding the pot up is in the way, but it does manage to land on the pot.
I'm just trying to see if anything happens. But alright, no one else says anything else to ideas here? Okay, I'll try a door. Is the door unlocked?
Yes.
This should be the pantries.
Sizable cracks split the surface of the south wall, allowing smoke of several small cooking fires to escape. Several doors exit the room, but two at the south end of the room have been blocked by waist-high heaps of debris. In this room, you see four people, what looks like two people cooking and two guards. They see you walk in, but they don't seem to pay you much mind.
Maybe they know something about the pot.
Can you just put them on the map or something so I know where they are? Or...
There you go. Dang it. Hang on. There.
Thank you. Is this door right here blocked?
There's rubble there, but it's not completely blocked, no.
Okay, so I will head over here and try and open the door.
Give me just a sec.
You guys can follow, it's okay, I won't feel proud.
Comes in the room, tucks up next to these guys, kind of holds out her yellow robe a little bit. Hey, praise Xandalus, right? Nods to the people in there.
Rules.
All praise to the Xandalus and the upper mint.
Sorry, I gotta do a Michael Cudless moment. Who's Xandalus?
Why, he's only the best thing ever, right?
Yeah. Xandalus rules. Xandalus rules.
Okay, I take it that's all full of debris.
There's enough room for you to like make your way back up to the room above, but it does get so thick you can't make it through.
So there's not enough room for me to make it to the room above.
I mean, eventually here at the wall where the sightline stops, that's where the rubble gets too thick for you to move through. And this rubble here, it's about waist high, and you can see that these two doors, they do open inward. And the rubble there doesn't look like it fell that way. It looks like people have deliberately piled that rubble up so the doors can't open.
Okay. Well, there's a door on the other side of the room. Excuse me, cultist person. Could you move?
Friends, we're going to go and speak to our brother in the tower about Xandalus and all the wonder and joy he has brought us in our lives. Would you happen to know a good way to get there? Because we want to go and praise Xandalus with him.
What's the perception check to hear my eyes rolling?
The cultist looks up at you. They were peeling a potato, and they're like, why would you want to? That's ghoul territory.
We want to clear out some of those ghouls so we can go and praise Xandalus there.
Clearing ghouls is cool.
She has strange sexual habits, don't ask.
Shut up.
She's mentioned her liking for the foot-long tongue.
You have to forgive my friend. He doesn't believe Xandalus like we do, right? Little nudge nudge.
Well, I guess you could use the door that's up there by the stoves, but
Thank you, brother.
Hey.
And what?
Come here for a second. I'm gonna just basically try and sort of escort shove this individual right here that's in front of Heidi out to here.
okay. It's like, hey,
And I'm going to push them across that little line of stones towards the pot that was bubbling over.
when you push them over the stones, it's like holy, and they scramble back towards you and look at the fireplace and look at you, and it's like, hey,
What?
what?
Obviously, you know something about that fireplace. So.
Yeah, it's fucking haunted.
Oh, is that all?
You could have just asked.
Well, I wanted to see what you were so, reticent to tell us.
Why didn't you just ask?
We did.
I
just
didn't think you
ignored
were going to
it.
be honest.
They are new to praising Xandalus, and they don't quite have trust in their heart, you know.
Shut up, you're new to
Like,
Sandalus
believe
too.
When did that fireplace become haunted?
I don't know. It's been haunted as long as I've been here. I mean, not he. Ever since everything went crazy, something happened, and now the cook haunts the fireplace.
The cook. So the cook is haunting the cooking place.
Yeah.
Any idea why he might be haunting the inside of a pot?
Nope.
You know what? Come on. Let's go.
This guy actually doesn't know why the cook is haunting the fireplace. All he knows is the cook is haunting the fireplace.
Well,
yeah, I got a pretty good idea.
hey, you, Mr. Guy I was just pushing up there. Give me a potato.
He's like, okay, and he hands you a potato.
I lift the lid and toss the potato in and close the lid.
Nothing happens.
Okay, then I keep walking.
Maybe he just needs some seasoning.
I think that's the problem.
If I was a cook and someone was cooking me without any seasoning, I'd be pissed.
I think you'd be more pissed about the general cooking of you.
Yeah, but I don't have any say in that matter. Is this door trapped?
No.
Tiptoes over the line.
Mike, you with us?
Sorry, my daughter's distracting me.
I will step in and see what's going on.
This room seems to have once served as a station where orderlies could watch over the patients and assure that none left the building through the door to the north. It is partially collapsed now, and it doesn't seem like anything of interest remains. The door to the north wall is open, and as such, the room is filled with a sickly yellow mist.
Oh, this ain't good.
Here's another question I have. I know everything's covered with mist and such, but and I know we went to sleep and we woke up and we're treating this like daytime. But how bright is it?
It's not super bright, but it's light enough that you can all see normally. It's like an early morning fog. Everything's foggy and dim, but you can still see. There's enough light for you to see, as long as you're not in the fog.
Okay.
Whoa, what the fuck is that?
Well, it looks kinda... I couldn't find a good picture of it. This is the best thing that I could. Imagine a lizard. Well, imagine a snake with the arms and legs of a lizard, except there's 6 of them, and not 6 snakes, but 6 arms and legs.
Like a basilisk, maybe?
No, it's not a basilisk. Let me see if I have a picture here. I do not.
Dracolisk, crocolisk.
No.
Okay, I'm just going through all the things I know that suck that have 6 legs and are reptilian.
Scorpions. Well, they have 8 legs, damn.
Those aren't reptilian. They're arachnids.
Damn it. My knowledge local sucks.
That'd be nature.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Aren't you a science teacher?
Chemistry.
So, roll me that beautiful initiative. And if you want to find out what it is, give me a knowledge nature check. All right, Sala, with that knowledge nature, you know that this is something called a Vunith.
Okay, and do I know if Vunas have anything exciting or exotic attached to them? Like, hey, touch them and your dick falls off, or anything like that?
So you're asking for strengths and weaknesses.
Well, I'm asking if I know its name, do I know anything about it?
You do know that they have some sort of blood-curdling howl that can really mess. It can really scare people. But other than that, they don't seem to have any special weaknesses or strengths.
Excellent. All right, so rolling initiative is I'm not first. But it's okay. When it's my turn, I can probably say what it is to everyone.
So, Red, it is your turn.
And can I move up like a square hex, then move back?
No.
I got it. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna move up in hex then. Misfortune.
Yay for the witch going first.
It succeeds.
Well, that's me for this fight.
Also, your no, your hex DC won't go up till next level. Damn it.
The creature goes, and it lets forth a blood-curdling howl that shakes you to your very bones. Give me will saves.
Is this against fear by chance?
Well, yeah, I'd say it's against fear. All right. Pretty's good. Red is good. Shorty's good. And Sal is good. Kel, you are dazed for this round. And you will be shaken for 5 rounds after.
Holy crap, sites.
And it then moves forward to attack Shorty. I mean, it can't because it just howled, but
I was gonna say, phew.
it doesn't have pounce or anything. It's good. Heidi?
I inspire courage.
Thank you, Heidi.
Though, again, not to be that person, but technically you don't have line of sight on me, so I don't know how useful it is.
Grumpy's Day.
Remember what we said before about how you could like whistle and do other things? It's
Oh, that's
not.
right. Tell the dirty joke. Yeah. Okay.
It is pretty.
Okay, so move and I will attack it. and miss horribly.
Shorty.
Shorty will clasp Red Destiny in two hands and swing at this horrible abomination of a thing.
That will hit. Red Destiny bites into its horrid scale. And it hisses violently at you.
Okay, also, I am going to take a 5-foot step this way to hopefully, one, draw its attention this way and give the other people room to move into the room.
Red.
I'm going to move in a little bit. Right
You are at the level where you can throw your cards now, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. That's what I'm about to do up in this bitch.
Look at that, and an open lane that I just vacated for you.
Sure. Let's see. What can I throw at this motherfucker?
Shocking grasp.
Yeah, I haven't used Shocking Grasp yet, so let's do that. Through the card. So I gotta roll to hit with the card first, correct?
Yes.
Yes, now your BAB at your level should be 1. Your dex, I don't know what your dex is, 16, 17?
Boom.
Well, that'll do it.
I made it a point to put a couple extra points in dex creation.
Yeah, no, the natural 20 is what's going to do it.
Yeah, when you get a natural 20, that means you hit. It doesn't matter what your attack is. It doesn't matter. It means you automatically hit this thing.
However, you also have to roll again to confirm that attack because you can crit on your spells, on touch spells.
Okay, and what do I roll
Just roll it again. Okay, that will not confirm. So that means you automatically hit, but you don't do double damage. So now roll your damage for as if you had just cast Shocking Grasp and touched it.
10.
Okay, the thing is, yeah, okay, so you got your 3d6 in there. All right.
It lets out another howl. This one doesn't scare you because this one is it screeching in pain as electricity courses through its body. And it launches itself at Shorty with its teeth just
Of course it does.
bared.
Nobody likes me. My friends don't like me. I'm going home.
You're kind of mean looking.
Dang it. Sorry, I fixed it but didn't fix, so. There we go. Wait, did you see the first one?
Now,
Cough no.
No, okay, yeah. So it hits you and take 4 damage.
however, its attempt to trip me fails. Because its second one would be the BAB attempt.
Yeah.
So it does not trip me, but it bit me. At least that's what I was assuming you were doing.
Well, that bites.
Boom, tish. 2 drums and a cymbal fall down a hill.
Heidi?
Okay, I'm gonna actually cheat here for a second, just to go in here so that I can see what the fuck this thing looks like. Okay, so it does have eyes. Alright, I am going to, for the first time, actually cast a spell in combat. And I think I'm gonna try to throw out the flare cantrip at it, because in theory, it stuns it, right?
Okay, unless it says it does, it doesn't.
Well, it says that it's, with the eyes and the such. This thing has an eye-shaped hole in its face.
What's the cantrip say?
This cantrip creates a burst of light. If you cause the light to burst in front of a single creature, that creature is dazzled for 1 minute unless it makes a successful fortitude save. Sightless creatures, as well as creatures already dazzled, are not affected by the flare. It does have eyes, so in theory, it is not sightless.
But what does dazzled do?
It's a -1 to hit.
I would. Okay.
So what kind of what save does it have to make?
A fortitude save.
What's your difficulty check?
Oh.
It's a 0 level spell, and what's your charisma modifier?
Or so I'll hit the marker that says, "What is my DC?" All right, it fails.
And dazzled is the creature is unable to see well because of overstimulation of the eyes. A dazzled creature takes a -1 penalty on attack rolls and sight-based perception checks.
So it's blinking its eyes as a sparkle sort of, gives it that after image after a bright flash.
It's good for me. It means my armor class is effectively 1 higher.
Grumpy.
So I'm going to use a move action to study it, and then I'm going to shoot it. So this is I'm not using deadly aim because I want at least some bonus to my attack. So this is going to be, let's see, hit modifier is +1.
I'd hit that.
Yeah, it's only -2 to hit and damage for shaken, right?
Yeah. But again, I'm not using deadly aim.
Oh, actually, no. Shaken is not a penalty to damage, only to attack, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks.
I know.
And your arrow skitters off its hide and doesn't get a clean shot.
All right, that's it.
Pretty.
Well, I am going to take a 5-foot step and then attempt to savagely glaive it again with the chosen weapon of my eternal goddess Shaylin. And miss once again.
if it's any consolation, you would have crit on the damage.
Yeah.
Shorty.
Well, hell, I will just take a 2-handed hack at this thing again.
Your two-handed hack is successful, and you cleave the beast in twain. And its body falls to the floor, twitching.
I take a 5-foot step back just in case it's going to splatter like other things I've cut up today.
It does not splatter.
All right, let's check the room.
You find nothing in this room besides the open door that Shorty is standing by.
What about the door to the south?
It is currently closed.
Do we want to go out this door or do we want to go down that door? What's the map say?
Let me look at the map.
Saul, turn your vibrator off. It was kind of loud.
No, my boyfriend's running the
Whoa.
no, he's running the carpet cleaner.
Sure.
Is that what he calls it?
God, see, I just realized it doesn't helmet. No, the spot bot. Cats, they love to throw up on everything.
Hey.
It's not. The rooms aren't labeled. They're just a kind of series of crudely drawn squares. But it looks like the tower's in front of us, kind of.
Does this open door lead outside?
Is that a window or a door?
Yeah, we should know that considering that mist is coming in from there.
Should probably close the door then.
Indeed.
The GM is not at her desk.
Sorry, I had to find a pencil. What's up?
Pencils. Ugh.
This door above us is open and leaking mist. Is that to the outside?
Yes, it is.
Then can we close this door?
Yes, you can.
Oh, then we close ye door.
Indeed. Doors are bad, especially if they leak yellow mist.
Is the southern door trapped?
No.
Is it unlocked?
No.
It's not unlocked?
What's its favorite color?
It is not locked.
Oh, so it is unlocked.
I'm really confused right now.
I will start walking down this long, narrow hallway.
Thank you, Pathfinder.
Our favorite kind of hallways.
Oh, dear God, Sala.
Calm down.
I swear to God, he's just cleaning the landing.
I'm sure he is.
Is that what he's calling it now?
A landing strip.
Sounds like he's got to wind up the turbine a little bit.
It's a bad
Have
sound
we
for a
been here
DM name.
before?
We shouldn't have because our path north from where we should be was blocked by rubble.
Barney rubble.
Give me a perception check for Shorty and Grumpy. Well, Pretty, you're too far back. Okay.
We ain't seen shit.
We're combing the desert.
Just watched that the other day.
What are you guys gonna do now?
Well, I'm going to step out into the hallway and look around. Hey, there's a big hall here with a bunch of doors.
More doors. One does not simply walk into more doors.
Here we are.
What are Sala and Red doing?
We're back in the hallway.
Taking up the rear, apparently.
Yeah. I'll get in front of you. I'll protect you.
You to Beth.
You my girl.
So,
So, the warrior south falls towards you. It basically it falls towards you as if something on the other side is pushing on it. Give me a reflex save,
oh well, I'm screwed.
both you and Pretty.
That's my bad save.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, shit. Got my ninja-like reflexes.
Do we succeed?
You both take 7 damage.
I should totally, multi-class in a ninja.
I should totally, start healing my ass.
And from the other side comes what made the wall fall.
Tu madre. Oh, ghoul territory. Now it makes sense.
I guess we finally figure out what the, what oh, fuck it now. Never mind.
Today, Judy.
Roll for initiative.
Today, Junior.
Of course I roll shit.
It's okay, Shouty.
When
I got your back.
I am going to call shenanigans on that comment. As I'm sitting here at half health.
Well, it could be worse. You could be at quarter health, which you will be shortly.
About to get mauled by ghouls.
The only satisfaction I get from that is I know if I die, you do too.
I don't know. Whoever can run slower than me.
That's right.
Grumpy, you get to go first.
Okay. I'm going to delay till after Heidi goes, because I'm going to assume that she's going to do her little dance.
Do a little dance. Vacuum sublining strip.
Heidi?
I do the aforementioned little dance.
Grumpy?
Alright, 5-foot step. And I will be using Deadly Aim this time. And I'll be using my movement action to study the target on...
Just highlight one.
I don't know how to highlight.
Click on it and hold with your left key. Just like that.
Yeah, so I'll be attacking the one on the right. Or my left, I guess. And... So let's see. So I have to... Okay, does that hit at all?
No.
Didn't think so. Well, that was my only chance for a sneak attack, so fuck.
Oh, if you flank him, you get a sneak attack.
I use a bow.
Oh yeah, you're fucked then.
Yeah, that's
Red.
I'm gonna move up a little bit so I can see that ghoul. And
Wait, they haven't gone yet, so they're flat-footed, right?
Yes.
Yes, they're flat-footed until they go.
You get a sneak attack. You hit.
Sweet.
Which one were you attacking?
The one on the far right.
Well, nuts.
It goes down.
Hey, that was one of the high initiative ones. I'm good with that. That means that one less guy to come bite me.
Sure didn't.
Faux show.
Okay, so can I go now?
Yes.
You can move through allies, right?
Yes.
Here. Over here. Hex in this one. On the right.
Alrighty.
With Misfortune.
He fails.
Suck it, Google.
Well, since Fom's mentioned biting, this little fellow runs right up and tries to do that.
Little jerk.
Does that provoke an attack of opportunity from Pretty?
Should.
Pretty hasn't
Yeah.
gone yet.
Yeah.
Pretty hasn't gone yet, so he doesn't actually provoke yet.
And he tries to bite at Shorty.
Let's see that attack roll. He does not actually hit, though.
And since he took a 5-foot step, so he can also do his claws, right?
Yeah, he can do his full round action. However, you got to roll twice for every attack because he is
You got Hex Sword?
he is hexed.
16 won't hit.
He's got hacks on.
Does a 17 hit?
Nope.
Alright, so he just claws at your armor.
Thank you for that hex because that made him miss those attacks.
Hooray. I'm doing my part.
And that crit.
I'm doing my part.
Yeah, that crit would have sucked ass because that would have been double his duration on his paralysis.
Pretty?
Pretty is going to take a 5-foot step and attempt to skewer this wonderful individual. And miss again.
Yeah, it's been one of those days.
Shorty.
I'm not going to do that anymore.
Shorty is gonna take a thwack at this horrid creature.
Yeah, this cleric build is definitely not geared towards fighting.
How about 25 points of damage? If 13 confirms.
So 14 points of damage.
It was worth a try.
14's damage.
And then just to no, I'll stay exactly where I'm at. Actually, I will 5-foot step here just to give anyone a little bit of room to step in.
Alrighty. While watching his two friends go down, this ghoul rushes forward at you and does the same claw bite.
One claw hits.
So does that mean that you are automatically paralyzed?
No,
save?
there should be a DC on it.
Okay, yeah. Give me. I think it's a will save.
No, it should be a fort save. It's like injury based. Pretty sure.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't say. It says what the DC is, but it doesn't say what.
Ghoul fever injury fort DC 13.
Yeah, that's for the ghoul fever, not for the paralysis. Yeah, it's a fort save. Sorry, paralysis is a fort save. You are not paralyzed. And you take 2 points of damage. Heidi.
Already did.
Okay. I'm gonna try to cast a spell. And I'm probably doing the wrong thing. Y'all are gonna yell at me.
No, you do.
But that's how I learn.
Exactly. We get one thing stupid you could do right now would be like, I don't know, to hit one of us.
Run away?
No,
Because that's really high on my list of things to do.
Running away is always acceptable, but hitting one of us without like murderous command on you or something, that's different.
Okay. I'm going to try hideous laughter.
Okay, first, any spell has to have line of sight and line of effect, which means that you have to be in position to actually see the target.
So I'd have to be down here, which is still move.
That's your one place where you could have line of sight.
Or here, but yeah.
Well, you go there too, but either way.
But is now, once again, I very rarely move while I'm attacking. Is that now my turn because that's I've moved?
No, that's a move action. What does it take to maintain your bardic performance?
Maintaining a bardic performance is free. It's just activating one that takes an action.
I know, I was asking her so that she would learn her class abilities, but...
Well, yeah, if I'm dancing, I can move and do that the same thing. See, you're asking me, and it's making me doubt myself, which I already do. So should I not do that?
That was what. Go ahead. You could see him. Now you cast the spell.
Well, then I cast Hideous Laughter. The spell affects the subject with an uncontrollable laughter. It collapses into gales of manic laughter, falling prone. The subject can take no actions while laughing, but is not considered helpless. After the spell ends, it can act normally. On the creature's next turn, it may attempt a new saving throw at the end. Oh god, I just scribbled out too quick. The effects end. If not, the creature continues laughing for the entire duration.
Nothing happens.
I thought my joke would translate across the species.
The thing. What school was it? Enchantment, right?
Yes.
And it has a side thing next to it.
Cut off because I've shrunk my sheet down. no, it's down. Up more. Enchantment. I did not copy that part over, but I'm guessing it's mind control, right? 'Cause you're right.
Compulsion, mind affecting.
Okay.
And this is an undead. I will give you this one for free. Undead are immune to mind effects.
Yeah, because they're bitches like that. It's annoying. Like when you're like fighting like in the Mummy's Mask AP when everything is undead.
I just kind of imagine her telling like this horribly racist joke against undead, then the ghoul just kind of sitting there looking completely unthrilled.
Oh, I feel bad now.
Dead folk, am I right?
Well,
That's not even funny.
Dead laughter.
Much like that joke.
Grumpy, it is your turn.
Can I 5-foot step around this corner?
not around the corner now.
Yeah, so Damn.
I should move.
So I have to move because someone's blocking my way. So move there so that if Pretty wants to charge, he can. I'll move there
No, I've
and
given up on fighting.
Hang on, is that section of the wall collapsed? I'm not sure
Yes.
what part of the wall collapsed. Okay.
Yeah,
I
that part,
assume it is,
that entire part of the wall is gone. It is on the floor now.
and then I will try to shoot the ghoul.
Your arrow flies right past his ear.
And that's my turn.
Red.
Alrighty, Hexen. With the misfortune.
He fails.
Jen.
Pretty.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to move, and then I'm going to place my hand on Shorty's shoulder and give him the blessing of Shaylin and the love of Shaylin while I slap him on the butt.
Stop.
Cure light wounds.
Oh, baby.
I'm a
All right, I
giver,
will.
You know, I'm a giver.
Just to give people a little space, I will take a 5-foot step here, and then I will take a swing at this horrid undead monstrosity.
You hit. Your sword bites into the monstrosity. And in response, it tries to bite back into you. I'm not even going to bother rolling that one twice because it misses. So does that one.
Yeah, roll that one again. Oh, fuck. Still got me.
So, you take 4 damage, and I need 2 will saves.
2 fort saves.
Yep, 2 fort saves, sorry. Good on both. Heidi.
Let's see here. I am going to try Flare again, because that actually worked last time.
So DC 14.
It makes it safe.
I'm like Jubilee, and like 2 sparkles come out of my hands. Shake them out, motherfucker.
Cause baby, you're a firework.
Bitch, I ain't that fierce.
Grumpy.
Use a move action to study it, and then shoot.
Pleased to be killing this thing now.
Hey, as soon as this game starts fucking my rolls over, sure.
That's going to be a no. This arrow misses even more than the last one did. Red.
I'm going to cackle. And let's see. I'm going to hit it with... How about some touch of... No. Ear-piercing scream.
Remember, touch deliver cards.
Yes, but touch of combustion would have the chance of setting friendlies on fire. So ear-piercing scream for now.
Alrighty. What type of save does it have to make?
Fort.
Did Shorty heal?
Yeah, I already have, and then I've taken damage since.
What is the DC of the fort check?
14.
Alright, it fails, so it takes that whole 1 damage, which makes its head explode, and it goes down.
That's like some Mortal Kombat fatality shit.
Sindo.
Yep. Somebody made
It's not the shitty
and
movies.
get all gooey on me again.
Finish him.
Y'all look hurt.
Nah, we're alright.
I'd be like $1 million.
Uh-huh. So, where are we going?
Did you get that blast of healing?
Oh, Sani, something I meant to ask the other day before completely forgot. The pearl that I have that gives me back one of my spells, does that take an action to use?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take Bunny and look around this collapsed room.
Which way are we supposed to be heading there, Chief?
Pretty sure we can only go west.
According to the map, yeah, it's west and then north.
Well, there's a door right here. Should we open it?
I don't know that.
Looking at the map again, it's not the clearest map,
It's
but
it's a map.
sure.
Okay, I will open this door.
Alright, before you go in,
Before I go in.
let me tell you what you see in here.
Yeah, did I find anything down in this?
No, there was nothing in that room.
Nothing in the ghoul's
Okay.
pockets?
The reek of sweat and rot mingles here. Multiple tables and chairs have been shattered and rebuilt into cages along the east wall, while a crate and an upended bed fitted with a harness stand against the north wall. Also in this room, on the crate you see a ghoul poking at it, and two other ghouls sit in the room and turn to look at you hungrily.
Can I bluff him and pretend to be a ghoul?
Sure, roll your bluff.
Alright. Nope.
Holy shit, I go before bad guys.
Grumpy, you get to go first.
We're missing a Sala on the initiative thing.
She probably didn't have her token clicked when she clicked initiative.
I apparently so, but I have.
So I will delay till after Heidi goes, so I can get her little dance.
Yeah, Sala, roll initiative again so you can show up on the initiative tracker.
It's a lot worse than what I got.
Okay, then I will not delay till after she goes.
No, she got a 23 the first time.
Then you know where this is gonna go. I'm gonna shake my ass.
Alright. I'm going to take a 5-foot step forward. Going to use a move action to study the only ghoul I can see. And then I will try to shoot it.
Kill it! Kill it with fire!
Nope. This game hates me.
Red. Oh, also on the upturned bed here, right there is a person strapped to that bed.
Well, so much for me just closing the door.
Okay, gonna throw a misfortune on this ghoul right here.
It succeeds.
Fucker!
Shorty.
Well, I am going to charge. To right there. And hit him. So whatever this attack roll is actually +2, because I don't have charge built into my macro. How about that? 29 to hit, 27 to confirm,
Finally.
27 points of damage.
The ghoul is slammed backwards from your charge and the force of your swing, and its limp, double lifeless body just collapses to the floor. This ghoul charges at you. Snarling, baring its fangs. Coming in for lunch.
That's right with that
No.
one.
That's gonna be a no. Pretty?
Well, I am going to take a 5-foot step. Actually, no, F it, I'll move into the room. And then I will. These two both are up. Yes, no.
Those
Say
two
again?
what?
They're both up.
Yes, they're both still up.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a lightning arc and zap the back one for range touch attack here. I'm gonna get it. What's my range touch? Here. Oh, +3. Okay. Oh, +4. She's singing. Okay. Hey.
That'll hit.
For a savage 7 electric damage.
Doesn't the damage go up per your level?
No, it's a domain-like ability. Oh, for every two levels. So next level.
So it actually. Gotcha.
This ghoul walks over here and grabs the prisoner's arm and holds it up, and he screeches out, "You can leave, or I'll bite his throat out."
Since we don't know him, ...
I won't mention that he's holding his arm, not his throat, but.
Heidi?
I am going to step up. God, I'm so not familiar with the movement. I'm gonna step up here and fuck it. We'll try some flare on the one that's attacking Shorty.
What's the DC?
Should still be 14.
Then it makes the save.
Damn it, this isn't working.
Grumpy?
Okie dokie. I will. I can redesignate a study target, right?
Yes, a move action, just
Yeah.
pick another guy.
Alright, so I'm going to use my move action to study the one who's grabbing the guy. And I'll try to shoot him.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Wish that credit had confirmed, though.
It doesn't matter. He was already shot with lightning, so the arrow gets him right between his ghoulish little eyes, and he drops the guy's arm as he drops to the floor.
That's my turn.
I told him to drop the bunny.
Red.
I get that reference. The one in front of Shorty, is that the one I tried to hex earlier, or did it move? Is it a different one?
That's a different one. I killed the one that was there originally.
Alrighty then. Well, I'm going to hex them up. DC 15.
He fails.
Suck it.
Shorty.
Well, I'm going to introduce this ghoulish individual to Red Destiny. Or at least try to. Only 11 points of damage.
You succeed in introducing this ghoulish entity to Red Destiny, and the ghoulish entity wants to make its introductions in kind. But since it's been hexed,
That one fell.
so I'm not going to roll that one twice because it already failed.
Fails. And
And
fails.
fails. He's snarling and clawing at you and trying to bite your face with his teeth, but ultimately failing to do so. Pretty?
Pretty is going to go ahead and do the lightning thing again. And miss.
It's alright, yo, you got the important one.
Yeah. Probably killed a good guy.
Heidi.
I don't know what to do.
Okay. Walk your heavy swaying ass up to behind me, next to me, something like that, to where you're in that area adjacent to the ghoul. And
It's gonna touch me. It's gonna touch me.
and then swing your weapon to do an aid another and give me a +2 to hit or +2 to armor class, depending on what you're trying to do. And then you make an attack roll, and all you have to do is get a 10 or better, and you succeed.
Yeah, give him AIDS.
There you go. Look at that. Now I get a bonus to attack to hit this thing.
I contributed.
Grumpy.
I'm going to delay till after Shorty goes.
Red.
All right, I'm going to. I can cackle and still. Can I cast? I can cackle and cast a spell as well. Correct.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to cackle, and I am going to inflict light wounds with my cards.
Okay. You hit. The inflict light wounds hits the ghoul, and the dark negative energy of your attack seems to close its wounds.
It's undead.
Shit. Forgot about that.
Like, no!
So now Red can no longer tease Pretty about healing the enemy.
Good job there.
So that this healing enemies now. This is a thing now.
I'm sorry. Okay, I
got my
just
mouth
assumed
shut.
it's what
Oh
we were
my
doing.
God. I'm like, oh my
I just
God.
assumed it's what we were doing now. Okay.
Shorty?
Oh my God.
Well, shit.
At least I have class. Well, he has class when he does it. He just used a card for it, so.
So that makes it a 23 to
Yeah,
hit.
like style points.
He's Gambit.
What's up, heels, petite?
That hits, and the Google's down.
Trying to make it challenging
You're-
for him, you know.
Your last attack did 11 damage, and the card healed it 11 damage. Luckily, they have less than 15 health, so it
This
goes
isn't even
down.
my final form.
And my last attack did 12 damage, actually. But
Still wasn't enough to kill it. So you see a man. He is basically restrained in a bed over here, and there is something scratching and whining in this crate here.
okay, well, I will go and check on the man who's strapped to the thing and say, "Hey, you all right?"
And I will check on the crate.
The man says, "It's not what it seems. It's not what it seems."
Do you worship Xandalus?
And in the crate,
Are you
he's a puppy
Xandalus?
dog.
Are you a Aww. Is he a Xandalus lover?
Tilts ahead, looks at it. Hey, what are the chances this is really a dog?
The dog rushes to Sala, yipping and trying to lick her face.
Kill it. Kill it with fire.
It's clearly a doppelganger.
Wagging its little tail, while the guy strapped to the bed, his eyes rolling furiously. It's not what it seems!
It's a double dog.
Like, kind of, like, simultaneously trying to hold the dog away, but still thinking, me. It looks over, like, well, what is it if it isn't a dog? Because it looks like a dog, and it smells like a dog, and it wiggles and gives kisses like a dog.
He says, it's just not! It's not!
Okay, detect magic on the dog. Just,
You don't detect any magic on the dog.
It's a dog.
Who can read intent?
nature check on the dog just to make sure it's a dog.
You gotta inspect its poop to be sure, man.
So, should I cut this guy free or what?
I don't know, man.
We don't know who he is.
Kind of loopy.
Ask him who he is.
I tried. He's just talking about it's not whatever it is.
Well, if he doesn't want to answer your questions honestly, then we can't trust him.
He says, my name is Ilki.
Do you praise Xandalus?
What?
I'm gonna take that as a no.
You better sun out that you worship Xandalus, otherwise we're gonna cut you down. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing with you, dude.
Okay, how big is this dog? Are we talking, like, is it a full-size lab, or are we talking
Puppy.
about, like, a Pomeranian?
It is like a beagle puppy.
Okay. So I pick up adorable, wiggly puppy butt, and arm's length, still wary, because we're not allowed to apparently have fucking nice things. I hold it out to the guy in the bed. So, what do you think it is?
It's a monster! It's a monster!
Hey, how many people would this feed back at the temple?
Shut up.
I don't know, how many people would you feed back at the temple?
I don't know. It's nice and tender.
Are you high? You know, you've gone from saving everybody, including our enemies, to now wanting to eat puppies. Did something like... Who kicked you in your sleep?
In my defense, I get more crap for, helping people. So,
Wait, no. You get crap for helping the bad guys.
I'm just thinking practically here. It's a freaking animal and it could be eaten.
Okay, you can figure out things' intent, right?
Sure.
Well, this guy in the bed, is he a doppelganger? Is he a person? Is he a Xandalus worshiper? What is he? Figure out him.
No, I'm working on a dog right now.
Me and Mr. Snuggles can wait.
I don't know.
Why are you strapped to that bed?
Because they were going to eat me? I'm the only one left. And he looks at the cages that are next to you. And you can see there are bodies in them, partially eaten.
Yeah, I believe him.
Yeah, but why were you strapped to the table and they're in cages partially eaten? Like, obviously they could just eat the ones who were in the cages. They didn't have to have you strapped to the table.
They were saving me for dessert.
Really?
Well, it's tasty.
Hey, does anybody know anything about ghouls?
They eat people, and they've got long tongues.
And they look blue, apparently. And they're
Walk over, kind of look at the guy in the bed. Maybe, kind of peer over him. Is being a ghoul contagious?
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Give me a knowledge religion check.
Yes.
Yeah, Pretty knows that actually being a ghoul is contagious. If you are killed by a ghoul, or you contract a fever from the bite of a ghoul, and you die from it, you will rise as a ghoul.
Yeah, ghoul fever ain't no joke.
Check him for bites.
He
What
actually
stays
has,
in Vegas? Stays in Vegas.
he actually has not been bitten.
Hmm.
Has he been nibbled on? How about the dog?
No, the dog has not been bitten.
Me and Mr. Snuggles are a little suspicious of you. But if we untie you, what are you gonna do?
Get as far away from that beast as I can.
Were you a patient here?
Yes.
I'm guessing you had a phobia of some sort.
What? No.
What were you being treated for?
I lean over the guy when he says, I go, bark, 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 bark.
He's like, stop it.
Guess he's not afraid of dogs.
Or he just thinks you're weird. Or that wasn't a very good dog bark.
Well, I thought it was a good dog bark. Can you do a
Well,
better dog
threaten him
bark?
with the dog if you think he's dog phobic.
I don't have a dog. She does.
Heidi edges closer and holds out Mr. Snuggles.
He's like, get it away! Get it away!
Well, we know he thinks that one's a monster. I was trying to see if he was just afraid of all dogs.
We need to control.
What's design?
What were you?
Here?
Okay, you were a patient. What were you being treated for?
I was here for depression!
What made you depressed?
Tell me about
Was it a dog?
I make a shadow puppet little thing with my fingers, to make like a little dog face, and go bark, 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 bark.
Tell me about your mother.
Still no?
Look, if you will not heed my warning, just release me so I can get away before it devours us all.
Just let him go. He's just annoying.
If he's truly just another patient, we should take him back to the chapel.
Just go.
He can find his own way back.
Yeah, I mean, we cleared all the bad stuff up until here.
There's the entire room full of Xandalus
Give
worshippers.
him one of the robes.
Okay, if we let you go, we're gonna give you a robe, and you're gonna meet some other people wearing this robe. And if you see them, all you have to say is praise Xandalus. And if you meet people who are not wearing this robe, take the robe off and say that you do not praise Xandalus.
And that.
You're a wizard, Jeff.
And that Heidi.
I know that sounds.
You're naughty.
Uh,
Can you work with us on this?
Yes, just let me go and let me out of here.
Heidi's holding the puppy. It's licking her face. Okay, just let him go. Oh, who's a cutie? Who's a little cutie? Who's a new cutie? Oh God, I just realized I've made a mistake. I've shown interest in something and that I like it in front of a GM. Oh God.
I'm just thinking it's going to turn into the thing.
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger.
Can doppelgangers turn into dogs?
I don't think so.
I think it has to be of equal size.
Yeah, I think they pretty much stick to
Baby
humanoids.
It's a tiny dog or a tiny doppelganger.
Yes.
It's a midget.
It's like the Tyrion Lannister of doppelgangers.
Exactly.
So he'd be humping my leg.
And he'll be a champion for you.
I'm going to start checking people's pockets, including the guy who's tied up.
Oh, the cutie, little cutie, buggly buggy.
The guy who's tied up has nothing, but one of the corpses in a cage has an orderly in it with a broken padded club, what looks like a heavy shield, a necklace, and 3 vials.
Alrighty. Let's detect magic on the shit.
The shield is magic.
Okay, spellcraft that bitch.
It is a +1 heavy wooden shield.
Could anybody use a magical shield? Just kind of gesture towards it. One of you punchy, fighty types.
Well, I mean, I could use one, but can anyone else use one?
No, I've got a cute puppy. He go with you.
The puppy just wiggling its little puppy butt and licking your face and making cute, adorable puppy noises.
It's gonna die so bad.
Oh God, it's gonna die so bad, but I don't care. It's just a moment of happiness.
Any of the other stuff magical?
No.
Okay, I'm going to try and identify the potions.
They are all antitoxin.
These are all antitoxin. Good to keep
And
in case we get bit by ghouls, maybe?
and the necklace it's not magical, but it's worth about 50 gold.
And this ain't magical, but probably sell it, maybe.
If we live to get out of here and find
yeah,
someplace to sell
yeah.
something.
Yeah, it's always a big if.
I mean, I can use shields, but I don't really want to.
Maybe maybe one of the survivors could find use for it.
We're not giving them a
Sala?
+1.
The puppy token is now under your command.
Oh God, he's so cute. He's like a little wiggly baby. I already know what's gonna happen to him
It's gonna die.
because I love him, but it doesn't stop me from going, who's my little wiggle baby? Who's my little wiggle baby?
Keep that away from the hungry people in the chapel, though. Seriously.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's gonna be it. Dog's good eating.
Dog's good eating, actually.
Okay, so anyone besides myself and Kelf who can use the shield?
Nope.
Negatory.
Oh, sure.
I have a glaive, so two-handed. Nope.
Okay, well, I will take the shield then, just because, armor class is good. What was it? A +1 heavy shield?
Heavy wooden shield.
Yep.
Do we want to take this club with us?
A broken wooden club that did not detect his magic?
No.
Correct.
You just play with your puppy.
Okay.
Alright, so are we going to leave this guy left up on the wall, or are we going to
Yeah.
let him fend for himself?
You know, we can let him try to get back to the people by himself, or we can leave him here with the intention of coming back and grabbing him on our way out. I mean, technically we're not that far away from the area where we woke up, but I think there's a lot of cave-ins between us and the hallways that lead to the chapel. Little baby puppy. I love you too, little baby puppy.
I think we can let him go, and if he goes and does something stupid, that's on him.
Yeah, he's probably gonna die if he does something stupid.
True.
And I already checked his pockets, so we don't need to worry about anything he's carrying.
Alright. Heidi hands him one of the yellow robes. Remember what we said about Xandalus and non-Xandalus, correct?
Yeah, sure, I got it. And
Alright.
he gets out of there as fast as he possibly can.
How could he have been afraid of this cute, precious baby?
Is the door trapped?
Nope.
Is it unlocked?
Nope. Or yes, it's unlocked.
So what do we have here?
It's a hallway.
Well, up the stairs is where the guy we need to meet is, so we can get the, weaknesses of Xandalus, and I don't know what's south.
Yeah, we've got other doors before going upstairs and other hallways and such. Also, it is midnight,
Yes, it is.
so I don't know what everyone's restrictions are on time.
Yep.
My restriction is I can only go forward in it.
I can stay up as late as I want, because I'm a grown-ass adult.
I'm old. I'm starting to fall asleep.
All right, well, we can call it here for the night.
Had fun.
3.5 hours. It's good stuff,
I am already looking at pictures of what my imaginary puppy looks like, even as I know in my heart this thing is going to die spectacularly and horribly. But I can't help it because I'm a masochist.
Everything dies. That's what makes loving it all the more.
Yes. Until it dies.
Something like that, yes.
It's not going to die. It's just going to have its innards burst open into like a tentacle monster that's going to attack you. While it sits there and whimpers and quivers as its life is slowly sucked away by the creature that's eating you.
Yes, and then we're gonna kill that creature, so in a way, it is gonna die.
All right, good.
But it doesn't matter, I love it.
Appreciate the game, and you guys have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.